What's good people? Today is day 6, I think. It actually should be day 7, but I have had some, I just say it, hellacious technical problems trying to get these done. But starting to track down the issue. Y'all know what the issue is? You're looking at him. Yeah, I hadn't been the brightest when it comes to dealing with technology and the things that you need to do. But I appreciate you all stopping by, checking out your guy Ice Wall. I am endeavoring to upload every day, and I've titled this series, I'm actually changing the title to Confessions of a Safety Professional. Should I go with Confessions of a Safety Professional or Safety of the Safety Guy? Or Confessions of Safety of the Safety Dude or a Safety Dude? What you think? Tell me in the comments. I can change it whenever I want to, but I wanted to be consistent, and I wanted to be something that was a little more captivating, for lack of a better term. But that being said, I walked back to my truck, and you'll see the thumbnail, and it was appropriate that the birds had left me a lot of gifts here. They really care for me. They were really overabundantly generous in their gifting to me on my nice black truck. Yeah, they were really good. But those birds really made me think about and reflect on how people will gift you in the same way. People will crap all over you, even when you're being nice to them. Quick example. Confession from a safety dude. I had a young man that, it's been a while ago now. He decided he wanted to come to work or go to work where I was at the time, and he had partied all night. Now, his partying included some lasciviousness and some overindulgence in the product of the vine. Would you say it like that? Yeah, and hey, dude, that's your business. Have a good time. But you got to know, man, you can't bring your work butt to work like that. If you're still hungover, you can't come to work. You cannot come to a job site or go to a job site or be at a job site like that. Now, mind you, I do know some people who are what we would call functional drunks, that actually they can and have and are they work better when they're still a little tipsy from the night before. I know that's crazy, but it's true, because they've been drinking for so long that their bodies have adjusted to it, that they don't shake at all. They're calm. But especially for the younger guys that haven't been doing a whole lot of drinking for a long time, they can't do that. A lot of the young fellas, they think they can handle their liquor and can't. I'm not a drinker, but I have a lot of drinkers, or had a lot of drinkers in my family. The crazy thing is I don't anymore, because most of them are gone. Most of them were alcoholics, and the liquor eventually killed them. I think about one uncle, I remember them telling me that he went to the doctor, and the doctor had been telling him for many years that he needed to stop drinking. And at this particular time, he told him, well, bro, you might as well keep drinking, because you don't have a liver. So basically, he had basically petrified his insides, and the liquor was what was keeping him alive at that point. So he had to continue drinking. Oh, and he did, and lived several more years after that. But these younger guys, they can't do that. But this particular young fellow, he came to work and he was still inebriated. All right, I don't know what time he stopped drinking the night before or what have you, but he was still inebriated. Well, it came to my attention, and when it did, I did my own investigation. And sometimes the best investigation can simply be just an observation, a conversation with someone. If I'm conversating with you, and we can be joking around or what have you, but your pupils are dilated, I can smell liquor on your person, and you admit that you were drinking water and coffee and so forth just to get you to really going, Houston, we have a problem. And that safety person must address that problem, not only for that individual safety, but for the safety of everyone that he works with and or around, as well as any machinery, any product that may be in the area. That safety person has to address that. So, of course, I had to address it, and it was concluded. I just, after our conversation, me doing my investigation, I said, look, guy, it appears that you still have some lingering effects from your night before. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you to stay right here, sit right here, don't move. I want to confer with the person that had the final say. Let me just say it like this. And once that person and I, once she and I talked, we came to the conclusion that that individual did need to leave, at least for the day, and come back and try it again tomorrow. Well, he wasn't too happy about that. But what he did not understand, and I tried to help him understand before he left, I'm really trying to do you a favor here. I could have simply asked you to leave the site and made sure that management understood why I asked you to leave the site, and it'd been the end of it, or ask you to leave the site, or the management, she could have asked you to leave the site. He didn't take it too well, y'all. He got an attitude, and did not understand the depth of his transgression, nor did he understand what the ramifications could have been. But I did my best to make that perfectly clear. But just like the birds did on my truck, he crapped on me, all over me. But just like the crap from the birds, we can be washed away. This is the thing that you have to get used to as a safety professional, in management in general, really and truly. There will be many times when you seek to help someone and they'll decide to crap on you. Rarely will you receive a thank you. In most cases, this job is thankless. Rarely will you get someone to come to you and say, hey, thank you. I appreciate what you did or what you do or what you are doing. But that's okay. I'm good with that. And if you decide you want to become a safety professional, you're going to have to be good with it as well. Become a self-starter, or else you won't start at all. If you're seeking motivation from other people's praise, other people's approval, not here. If you seek to be friends with everyone, not here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm the guy that I like for everybody to like me. It's just who I am. But I don't have to have everyone like me. My validation does not come from everyone else's approval. You don't get there overnight. It requires a level of intestinal fortitude, as one of my drill sergeants would have said. You got to have some guts. I'm just going to say it like he would have said it. You got to have some guts and you got to have some nuts. You got to have some intestinal fortitude to stand up, but you got to have the stones to stay standing, because there's going to be times when you're going to come against some strong opposition. You'll run into some very strong personalities, especially if you're working in the construction side of things, because many of the people you run into are former military, and these guys have egos the size of this vehicle, and you got to be ready and willing to stand, or as the kids say, stand on business. You got to stand on business. You're going to take that S out and put a D there, because you're going to have some stones. I'm telling you, you got to be ready. But that's only in that, and not with an attitude, I guess I should say. The standing you'll have to do is more of I'm standing on what is right. I'm standing on what the code says. I'm standing on what OSHA says. And it's not about what I say or my opinion. This is only because I know what the rules are. I know what the standards are. I know what the guidelines are. I know what the goals are. And the goal is for everyone to go home safe. It's not about me or my ego, but it's about everybody going home safe at the end of the day. I like to say everybody going home safe, but a little bit better, because you got a little extra change in your pocket. So, that being said, hey, if you're considering becoming a safety professional, hey, it's worth it. But just know you're going to get crapped on. The birds are coming. You can't shoot these birds. You just got to stand there and let them do what they do all over you. God bless.